Hey, this is Les Washburn, and I'm one white guy. I'm talking to you today on my first video about racial disparity and white privilege. It's been something that's been brought to my attention over the years, and I speak up about it, but this is my first video. Hopefully you'll like it, maybe get something out of it. Um, what brought me to do this was multifold. I have a biracial son who is and has been um, basically stereotyped throughout his life. In fact, just a few days ago, he was walking along the street and a bunch of white, upper class, moneyed kids riding by in a car said, "We're going to rob you, you Nword." That's wow. Something that I've had to talk to him about and protect him from, or help him to protect himself from, was that, and things like that have gone on for many years. Um, you know, sometimes we as white people don't even look at that because we don't know that it's happening, or we don't understand the impact. Bill Maher just a couple of weeks ago used the N-word in his show, and the following week he had people on there that were trying to school him, several people, and then he had his white cronies on there, and he basically became defensive and said that, you know what, he's different. He has a comedy monkey mind, and he should be able to do that. When Ice Cube was talking to him and saying, some of the things that you're saying, you become too familiar, and it's not right. And Bill Maher's comment was, of course, well, I'm not like a redneck trucker. Um, we as white people excuse ourselves and apologize ourselves through all of this racial bullshit that happens. Um, my son and myself and my wife and people I know are fed up. Um, we don't want this to happen anymore. We want differences in life. We want to have changes that won't cause people to be hurt. There's so much fear in this country around African American, just males in particular, but females too. I mean, let's face it. You got the stereotype of the angry black female. You've got the male being a criminal, and in the last few years, we've watched men, women, and children who are innocent being killed by cops. Just last year, a 12-year-old playing in the park with a toy gun saw somebody called, and cops came over, and without even taking a few seconds to talk to him or even see what was going on, jumped out of the car and shot him. That's not right. That's not right. That's the wrong thing for us as a society to have. We have a country that's being governed by racists and misogynists. And I'm not talking about just the current administration. I'm talking about going back to colonial times. George Washington was a slaveholder. And if you really know anything about slavery, you'll realize the impact of what that is. You say, oh, well, I'm not like that. Well, if you're not like that, what are you doing? What are you standing up for? What are you saying and doing in this world, in this society, to change that? I can't believe sometimes people say, well, I'm not a racist. You know, they're white people, and they're not. But they have white privilege, which helps them to conveniently ignore the racist society and the things that go on in this world in a way that actually cosigns the racism that happens. So what are you doing? When will you be awake? When will you stand up and say, enough is enough? There's a musician, Nahko, Nahko. He plays with a group called the Medicine People. And he has a line in one of his songs that says, if we're If we're all the same, why are we divided? And science even says we're all the same. There's such a minute difference. But there are cultural differences that we're not tolerant about as white people. Well, okay. I'll include myself in that because let's face it, I'm a white guy. I've got white male privilege. Wow. That's over everybody else. I didn't ask to be white, but it happens. And I reap the benefits of it. So let's change that. Let's be aware. Let's be awake. Let's understand that other people and other cultures are just as valid as ours. Let's change this world. We can do it together. This is one white guy. If you like what you've heard, click below. And I'll be doing another video next week. So hopefully you'll tune in and we'll have some more comments and discussion. Oh yeah, comment below too. This is one white guy. Saying bye.